the entrance of the community. And this is the mobile home here, listed at $98,000. So this is the front of your property. Okay, you do have this pretty long, nicely paved driveway with a carport. And you are in somewhat close proximity to your neighbors here. And you need to make a note, you are off this one major street in the community, so you are gonna get some road noise. And then as you walk towards the left side of the front entrance, you do have this little outdoor seating area with a shade, which is very nice. And then there's a little screen room to also sit and to enjoy like some indoor-outdoor activity. And this is the proximity to your neighbor to your left. This is in between your unit, which is to the right, and your neighbor, which is to the left. And this is the carport area, okay, which again, it's nicely presented as far as being clean. The windows are older, so that's something that may need to be replaced, but everything looks in well order from the outside, well conditioned. Again, your neighbor to the right is a little bit close. Let's take a look towards the back of your unit. There is a waterway from my understanding. This area here, yes, so you have like a little canal sort of to the back of your unit. There's the electrical boxes. Peaceful, quiet, but if you came out here, you would be looking at your neighbors directly behind you, and you'd also be looking at your neighbors to the right of you. So this is behind the unit, which there's another entry. And so, you know, the unit itself, it looks like it has a brick foundation, which would be a positive. The unit itself is an older mobile home. The community is kind of very well presented. It looks like a safe community, feels safe, pretty good energy. For under 100,000, you really couldn't beat this. Overall, good location, good access to the river, and close access to the Atlantic Ocean. Very nice street. Okay, so this is just one more shot of the front of the unit. We're going to go for now a ride around the community, take a look to see what it has to offer. Okay guys, so I found out some information about the community. You own the land. There is an HOA, but the HOA fee is approximately $68 a month, but it's included in your property tax. Because this is such a big community, they don't have an HOA where you pay them separately. It's just rolled into your property taxes. Currently, on file for last year, the property taxes were around $1,700 per year. But that's pretty good considering it includes the HOA fee and all the amenities of the community, which we're going to drive around and look at some, but it's got a huge like lake pond area, several clubhouses, a few pools, close to a lot of shops here that are in the community. So let's take a drive around. So pretty much for under 100,000, you got no other fees other than your property tax and your utility bills, but you are responsible for taking care of your own lawn. So, you know, that's something that's not included in the HOA, which there's not a big lot here. And the restriction regarding what type of lot you can put in here, what type of home you can put in here in the future, it has to be a double wide new mobile home. And excuse that beeping noise, that's me trying to back out of here, and there's some cars passing me. So that's just a little bit of a negative too, again, that you're on this main street. Okay, so not a big deal. This is not a crowded, high traffic area. This is all within the local community. But let's take a look, a drive around here. You see, it's a beautiful day in South Florida. It's August, so all the snowbirds have left, obviously, for the year. They'll probably be getting ready to come back down in a couple months. But I was told that property is pretty much a Canadian couple who is not coming back. So they're selling. A lot of Canadians buy property down in Florida, and then sometimes they don't come back. Now, the only thing to think about when you have such a big community is that if there was ever an economic downturn, there would probably be so many of these up for sale that you'd be competing with, hundreds of thousands of units. So, I mean, that's true anywhere, but just something to give some thought, But the community seems very well kept as far as the roadways, etc. Here is a recreational hall here, Barefoot Bay. And they have, again, great walking paths, which I'm really excited about. It has, like, pickleball, looks like a dog park. And this is a nice community. And a bunch of geese here just relaxing, because there's a pond over here, which is very nice. This is interesting. So this is just like the administrative building, and they have some gazebos, so we'll turn around. Of course, this is going to be like one of those golf court communities, okay, where there's a lot of golf carts, and you probably may want to get one too, so you don't have to drive your car everywhere. But the Dollar General, the Dollar Tree, supermarket's right up the street, so I like what I'm seeing so far. So far, I have no major red flags about the community. It feels safe, and one of the number one things I always ask myself is, would I feel safe walking out in the community in the middle of the night? And obviously it's not nighttime, so I'll have to do that check. But I would say overall, based on everything I'm seeing and feeling and kind of knowing the surrounding areas, I wouldn't have any problem walking outside my home at night and going for a walk in the community, and I would feel safe. So to the right is this like big pond and recreational park area, and we're going around like the major turn, and we'll take a look at that in a moment. But again, the streets are paved nice. The lots, all of them seem to be well maintained. I see no trash like lingering around. I see no people. I don't see any cars parked on the lawn, because this HOA, this community, obviously does not allow violations. There's no RVs, so I'm not exactly sure on the RV restriction, but I'd probably be safe to say you're not going to be able to park an RV here, but you'd have to double check. So this is a huge community. What's the pro of a huge community? Well, you're going to be able to walk around and not know everyone. Certainly people will get to know you, but the negative with a small little community is, as soon as you walk out your door, everyone knows you. And I don't like that. I like to kind of not be known all the time, everywhere I'm walking. So, let me just grab this phone here. Excuse me while I take you out of the holder. But to the right here, you see this is a big pond area and a big park, which we just drove around. We're just driving through one of these streets now. There's a lot of streets. Excuse that noise. Let's put you back in the holder of the phone. So, there's a lot of mobile homes. This looks like there's some single family homes. Oh, they look like single family, but those are probably mobile homes too. So, again, you're seeing the streets are well kept. You're seeing no trash. You're seeing no loitering. You're seeing no red flags. And that's all positive. And that's the value of this HOA too. Obviously, it's not very high cost. I mean, that's a cheap cost. I guess they can do it because they have the quantity. There's so many units. Because if your HOA is just rolled into your taxes of approximately $1,600 a year, I got to do more research on that. That is unique, and I like that you don't have to pay an extra bill. You pay it right to the county. And you see, this is a nice walk path too. See, this guy is taking a walk this pathway here over the bridge. So I like walking paths. That is a huge selling point to me, and that matters. So, that's something that I would definitely consider. Excuse that noise again. To the left, that may be the water treatment plant, maybe of the community. But the unit we looked at is on the other side of the community, so I wouldn't be concerned about that per se. So this is such a big community. We're not going to be able to see every street. and I'm definitely going to want to take a look at some of these different clubhouses and amenities. But at least I give you one perspective, one glimpse into, again, another affordable house. In today's time, to find a piece of property that you own the land, there are some deed restrictions, okay, where you can't put any type of structure on the land. It has to be a double wide new mobile home at least. What am I going down a one way here? I don't know if this is a one way. I'm not sure. So there are some, there are some restrictions that you'd have to read the bylaws. I'd have to read them. But again, you basically own the land. You just got property taxes of $1,600 a year. Your HOA fee is rolled into one. Utility bills, I mean, that's cheap living. You're 10 minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean at most. 5 minutes to a river. I mean, the shops are right up the street. You pretty much don't have to do a lot of driving. Seniors, that's important. So, you know, I'm just talking this out with you, but I feel very positive, okay, about this community. I want to turn around here. I should be doing it like this, but I feel very positive about what I've seen so far. So I just hope this video helped you. I know it helped me a little bit because I'm definitely interested in that unit. There's been a couple units I've looked at in Sebastian that I think have value. And so if you appreciate these videos, click that thumbs up. Click the blue join button if you'd like to support the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this unit. Check out my playlist, which has thousands of free videos. Share the video with friends, family, whoever. And I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. All right? Peace.